It's playoff time. Well, all the games were decided last night when the San Francisco 49ers miraculously defeated the Seattle Seahawks to clinch the number one seed in the NFC. So, with that being said, all of the games have been set, and we now know who's going to play who. Kicking it off this Saturday with the number 5 seed Buffalo Bills. They get to travel to Houston. And like I said in that Week 17 predictions video, that there was a 95% chance the Bills would be playing at Houston for their wild card game, and sure enough, it is going to be in Houston. So, what to look forward for the Bills and Texans? It's the first game of the playoffs. It is going to be Saturday at I believe 4:35 Eastern, and that is going to be in Houston. So, Buffalo and Houston both rested most of their starters. Week 17, Houston lost to Tennessee and the Bills lost to the Jets. Both of them looked pretty much like preseason games. Nothing too important. Nothing was on the line. Although, Houston kind of had a shot to win and become the third seed, but they lost to Tennessee, and Tennessee needed to win to clinch the sixth seed in the AFC, which they did. And I'm happy Tennessee did because I don't think Pittsburgh or Oakland would have had a shot at whoever they'd play, because we also got a huge surprise in the Miami Dolphins defeating the New England Patriots and dropping them to the third seed from the second seed, which is amazing. I can't believe it. So that means if the Bills would have beat the Patriots and beat the Jets, they would have won the AFC East. Wow. So that's impressive. And because the Patriots dropped to the third seed, they have to play Saturday night as well in the 8 o'clock game against the Tennessee Titans, who so deserve the spot in the playoffs based on how they've been playing lately with Derrick Henry and, of all people, Ryan Tannehill. Wow. Has he shown up or what? Who knew that all Tannehill needed was a new team to play for with some decent receivers? So, wow. I think Tennessee could do it. I honestly think Tennessee could beat New England. So we'll see what happens. I can't tell you the last time New England had to play a wild card game. It's been so long. Usually they clinch, obviously, the AFC East every year and get the number one or number two seed where they get the bye. But no, thanks to that Miami win, they're down to 3, and they have to play the wild card. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait. I hope Tennessee kills them. All right, so anyways, that's the 8 o'clock game on Saturday. The 4:35 game Eastern on Saturday is the Bills at the Texans. And honestly, Buffalo is the better team. Yeah, I know. Houston's looked like an on and off team the entire season. Yeah, Houston beat New England, but didn't they get blown out the week after in Houston? I forgot who they played. I don't know if it was Tennessee or a different team. I forgot who, but Houston lost the week after in at home after defeating the Patriots. So they can look great and then they can look terrible the week after. So with that being said, with Buffalo's guys all rested up, Trey White, I know our defense is going to come to play and they're going to shut down Watson. And I don't even know if Will Fuller's going to be 100%. I haven't read anything or heard anything about him, but I know he's an ankle injury, is it he's battling or something like that. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, DeAndre Hopkins is still going to be playing and he's the number one guy to watch out for. But look who he's going up against. Tre'Davious White. Woo-hoo. Tre'Davious White hasn't allowed a single touchdown this season, and he gets to go up against Hopkins? Bring it on. Oh, I can't wait. So, yes, during the game against the Jets, the Bills, one of their starting cornerbacks, Levi Wallace, went down and had to be carted out, and it looked serious, and he obviously didn't return to the game until I found out about a couple hours ago that he is okay and it was actually just a minor ankle sprain. So he should be good to go Saturday. So thank God. And that's that. So I'm going to pick Buffalo over Houston. I just think right now, just looking at the defensive wise, Buffalo's the better team. They're the third best defense in the league right now, right? And Houston lets up. Not all of their starters played when they played the Titans, but still, that was that. So I'm going to go with the Bills over the Texans. And that is the wild card for the AFC side. Now I'm going to briefly talk about the NFC side, and that is going to feature the Minnesota Vikings at the New Orleans Saints. Yeah, because Green Bay won and got the first round bye for the number 2 seed. So it's going to be Minnesota against New Orleans. I think New Orleans is going to win. I thought New Orleans was the number 2 seed. I think that would have happened if Seattle would have beat San Francisco. But because they lost, San Francisco got the 1 seed. Seattle drops to the 5th seed. And New Orleans goes down to the 3rd seed because Green Bay won and they clinched the 2 seed. Yeah, that's a lot to wrap your head around. But with that being said, Minnesota's been good this year, but I think New Orleans is like the team to beat. Yeah, they lost to the 49ers earlier in the year, but it's going to come down to San Francisco and New Orleans, I think, in the NFC Championship. And I think New Orleans deserves it. I mean, I know how good San Francisco is and all, but I think the Saints deserve it after what happened last season when they got screwed out of it against the Rams. But I'm going to pick the Saints over the Vikings. And then we got the Seattle Seahawks going back to Philadelphia, who they played earlier in the year. They did beat the Eagles earlier in the year. I think it was like 17-9 they won or something like that. But the Eagles shouldn't win this game. They shouldn't even score more than 14 points, honestly. But the Seattle Seahawks should beat the Eagles and advance to the divisional. So that's pretty much it. This is it. That's the wild card week this weekend. I can't wait. I think we can beat Houston. I mean, the last time Buffalo played a Houston team in the playoffs, it was what? The greatest comeback in NFL history or something like that? Nah, that 28-3 game, that wasn't it. It was the Bills beating the Oilers. We're coming, Houston.